Well, here we have an Atlantic, and it has the Flyer smoke housing in good shape with the gear. It has a real good motor. I've put in the Magna Rosa field set. I've put on a Smart Smoke lid. You know it's Smart Smoke because it has the potentiometer to adjust the level of smoke. I have prototypes. This is not the direct fit of the firebox that will kind of conceal the motor from the cockpit, but also has the face of a firebox and holes for LEDs to show flickering fire. And underneath, I have a new idea I'm working on, which is the ash pan that would bolt underneath the engine and hide the rest of my bright red works and blend in with the chassis to be the lines for the ash pan. This may or may not make the cut. I mean, I have to do some designing, but I'd like to get that in there. And that's the engine with LED lighting. We have seen in the past where I've been able to drill out the marker lights and fill that in with the glass fiber and shine green LED behind it. So you have the green marker lights and a nice bright headlight. Onto the tender. I'm taking lessons from Leon's engine and I'm fitting all of this stuff inside a standard tender. I've removed some of the items and I've moved some things around. Here we have the motor controller, which drives this motor, gives you forward, neutral, reverse, forward. With track power. Track power is conditioned by this power distribution board. This is a type of that board. It may fit up there, may fit down there. There'll be two of them. This is a 5 volts if necessary, and on the back side is the 9 volt regulator, which will carry into the Smart Smoke. 5 volts may not be required. I was thinking about it for lighting or some other things. We don't know yet. The WeMOS will not fit in here. The sound system doesn't fit in here, and the speaker doesn't fit in here because of the limitations of the tender. The tender to house all of that has to be extended. It has to be larger. I'm fitting them in Leon's tender, his basic body shape, but you can see the differences there and what that would mean to the Atlantic. This tender is almost as long. I mean, it could be a little shorter. It tells you we can't fit everything we want in this. This is what I'm going to call the base next generation S base model. You're going to have your vintage smoke with a smoke controller, magnetic fields, digital reverse, and a power regulator for the smoke. And the puff and chuff comes from the gear. It's a mechanical puff and chuff. Back lights, backup lights, things of that nature, all part of the deal. The firebox and the boiler pan cover is part of that deal. And this chassis doesn't show it, but I'm going to have in the basic kit the all-wheel tender pickups, which we've seen in Leon's. You know what they're like and what they're going to be. And as I put this together for my first one to be released, I'm in the process of kitting and getting ready to assemble the all-wheel pickup and the parts that go into it. This is the pivot frame, the coupler, the side rails, side parts. These are the wire pickups. These are all hand formed and put together out of a roll of wire. There's the wheels. So we have to cut these axles in half and put in spacers for isolation, and then we can assemble the trucks onto this metal chassis, set this piece down on top, and we will have the complete all-wheel pickup, power distribution, motor control, rectifier, magnetic fields, and smart smoke on. Okay, that's the process, and that's where I'm going with this engine in particular. Capture as much of this as I can as I go along. That's certainly, when I get it built and tested, you'll see the impact, see the result. Okay, before I choke to death here, okay? Talk to you later. Bye.